Hey y'all, it's your girl Karma coming back with the buzz. Three coasts got everything for the most. We're here with Skye Lyne Hye. I said that right. Yeah, I added my own little mix to it too. I hope you don't mind.
Yeah, all good, all good. Skye Lyne Hye in the place.
Hey, hey, hey. With that being said, we come in with all coasts. We showing love all over. Let them know where you from.
So right now I'm staying out in Seattle, working with some producers out here. I've been out here a few months. But as far as where I'm from, man, I know it sounds cliche to say I'm from all over, but I really am from all over. I was born in Jersey, moved to Florida as a baby. Then when I was about 5, I moved up to DC for a little bit, bounced out of there, lived in Illinois for a while, got into a little bit of trouble, left out of Illinois, went back to Jersey, and then most recently I was living in DC again. But now I'm out in Seattle for an extended stay, working on some music with a producer out here. So I'm not sure how long I'm going to be out here, but I'm enjoying it while I'm here right now.
Okay, okay, okay. Y'all heard it straight from him. Sounds like he's from all over the place. I love diversity. Let's bring it up with the most from all coasts. Yeah, I'm gonna keep saying it, y'all. We coming in from all over. But which coast got the most? You already know what it is. It's all about the hype, the love. Where we all huddling at? Let's see. And with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and start in a little bit personal with you right now. What
Sure.
launched like your music career? Where did you step foot and say, you know what, this is me?
Well, hip hop's always been a part of my life since since the day I was born. I've always had older uncles and cousins that I've been around as I was moving around, and I've always loved it. But I didn't really jump into it as an artist until actually earlier this year. Like I didn't release my first joint until January of this year. But I've been behind, kind of, writing, rapping, doing stuff, freestyling, being in ciphers and whatnot. But it wasn't until this year that I decided to actually, pursue it and see what I could, see what I could do with it, see if I can get some eyes on it and see where it can go.
Okay, seeing where it could go, and that is wild. Just this year, just this year you released it. Okay, and we can find it on all platforms. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, so I released like an underground kind of like street single that's on SoundCloud that I released in January, and then my first official like debut single is on all major platforms. I just released that one last month. It's called What You Want. And both of the songs are like night and day. Like the first one is like a real slow 3/4 tempo with a sample, really laid back flow, and the second one is really dancey, up tempo, damn near teetering on dance music, and I did that. The reason I released them like that is because I wanted to come out the gate showing two different styles so that I don't get boxed in any one lane. So when I in the future when I'm experimenting and doing things, people kind of already have that table set where they know that's the kind of artist I am. You ain't gonna really be able to pin me down in one type of style.
Yes, yeah, I know. What you know, we already know.
I know a little bit.
Love. I love to hear it. Love to hear it. And y'all, with that being said, we can find you on IG, Twitter. Where can we show love as far as that social media goes?
Yeah, I'm
Y'all,
on IG. I'm on IG and TikTok, and it's just my name, Skye Lyne Hye. That's my handle on both of them. I'm not on Twitter. I don't know why I'm not on Twitter. I just don't really get down with that platform too much. But I'm on TikTok and IG. Mostly IG is where I'm the most active.
Twitter is a little X-rated nowadays. I know that much. Don't open it up if you're in a meeting sitting in the waiting room. Oh my.
That sounds like
Um,
personal experience there.
I'm hearing stories. Okay, okay, okay. And moving on to the next question. At what age did you start like writing as far as that goes? Did you ever incorporate it in school as far as that goes into poetry contests, anything of that nature? Is there anything they can dig up and say, hey, this is little
Oh
Skye
man.
Lyne?
So I mean, I was probably like 10, 11 when I used to like walk home from school and I would just freestyle about things I would see walking home from school, like a dog in the yard or somebody fighting over here or whatever. I just freestyle about whatever I see. And I used to do that all the time. And then that kind of transformed into me writing a few poems back in the day, but I always kind of gravitated towards the music. So I started actually really writing when I was about 17. And then it took a few more years, quite a few more years before I actually decided to, get in the studio and start really turning them into songs and things like that. But I was a teenager when I started really writing actual songs and music. Yeah.
You guys heard it here, straight from Skye Lyne High. Little tens don't hurt nobody, huh? Ten's a lucky number now, it sounds too, if we're gonna get to numerology. Indeed, indeed, indeed. So, transitioning into obviously from 10 to 17 writing, what's been maybe, I guess, the biggest recovery from a stump moment that you use or advise on, something that's universal, even?
Really, I'll just write about anything. If I get into a moment where I'm stunted or I don't feel like it's coming to me, then I'll just pick something that's so like random and just write about it, like the stupidest stuff. Like the jeans I'm wearing or like, a bar of soap, like whatever I see, I'll just start writing about it. And usually that'll snap me right back into creative mode. And then I can get back to where I need to be and, start the writing again. But really it's just about continuing going. When people say they have writer's block or they have things like that, really you need to just barrel through that. You need to just keep writing, even if it ain't going to be something you're ever going to use or ever want somebody to see, just keep writing until you get back on track and then boom, hit it from there. That's been my best tool as far as keeping the momentum going and things like that is to just not stop. Because once you stop, then you allow doubt to creep in, and you're not perfecting your craft. Really, it doesn't matter what you're writing about. If you're writing, you're working on your craft. You know what I'm saying?
I do, I do. And with that being said, stumpness sounds like a little bit of humor is needed with that. And is that how you also face challenges as far as in your career in general? Do you have any wild stories? I mean, you can say good or bad. They always say to oppose a negative with a positive, correct?
Yeah, I mean, it's just taking everything with a grain of salt. I've had even my first single that I've dropped, I've put it out and placed it in front of people that have really loved it and really enjoyed it. And then I've had, I'm not gonna say any names, but I've had some big DJs that have been like, nah, I'm not rocking with that. And then at the same time, I've had some really big DJs that are like, yo, this song's incredible. And that just goes to anything else, right? You could be the best artist in the world and there's gonna be people that don't like your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like there's gonna be people that don't rock with you. And you just gotta take that with a grain of salt and keep it pushing because everything is not for everybody. So you can't let, one person's opinion knock you off the way you're going. The same way you can't let one person's good opinion make you feel like you're too good for anything else, right? You just got to stay the course, stay true to yourself, and keep pushing. And, that's one of the things that I've learned lately is just, take everything with a grain of salt. Take everything, even bad criticism, take it and construct with it, but take out of it what you need. Don't put too much into it to where it makes you, fall off course or stunt your growth. You just got to keep moving. I kind of put that into anything I'm doing in life, really.
Okay, 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 okay. Y'all heard it here. Love the advice. It's definitely one of those things. You gotta keep it pushing. And some of these DJs do be tripping, but I won't get in on that.
I
No,
mean,
y'all, I won't get
people
in
people
on
like what
that.
they like. You're not gonna be for everybody. It's just a fact of life in anything you're doing.
No, I know. I'm talking about on a more personal level. That's why. So we're talking about you right now. Okay, y'all.
I feel
Skye
that.
Lyne Hye. We got him in the house. Again, y'all can find him on IG and TikTok. Make sure y'all tune in. Stay tuned in. And one
Definitely.
more question I have here for you. With that being said, where do you see yourself in the next 2 to 3 years if your career goes exactly as planned in your
Really
mind?
in the next 2 to 3 years, I'm realistic, right? In the next 2 to 3 years, I really would just like to have a couple full-length projects under my belt, maybe a tour under my belt, and just continued growth. Like I said, I just really started in January. So if in 2 to 3 years I could have a decent social media following, have a decent amount of people that are really tuning in and locking in with the music and be able to, like I said, just gain experience over these next couple years, put a couple projects out, work with some people that I really want to work with, expand on my sound, maybe get a tour under my belt so that I know what that's like and I know the ins and outs of that, and then just build on it. You know what I'm saying? Just try to lay these next few years is really just going to be laying the foundation and the building blocks for something bigger. Because ultimately, I see myself down the line is wanting to kind of fall back a little bit and work with other artists. But right now I'm learning everything in real time, and it's been a great experience. I've learned so much just in the few months that I've been putting music out, and the few months to a year before that I was really gearing up to put music out. I've met a bunch of great people. I've already done a few things, worked with some people that I never thought I would work with. Got some things coming up, working with some people that I never thought I would got a chance to work with that are super talented. And really, it's just that growth, right? As long as 2 to 3 years from now, I'm in a better place than I'm in right now, then I'm doing it the right way.
Indeed, indeed. Y'all heard it here. A few collabs. Go ahead and hop on the road, whether it's digital or not. We traveling, we touching down base everywhere, y'all. And with that being said, y'all already know where to tune in. Y'all can find me where on IG. If you ain't locked in by season 2, go ahead and go watch season 1. Y'all already know. And pop up question real quick, real quick. Will there ever be a face reveal? Yes, no.
Maybe, but right now I'm keeping it as a no. I've got, different masks and things that I'm gonna wear, different things that I'm gonna do, but really, um, if I can get this to where I want it to go, I want to keep a level of anonymity to where, I just kind of can have my life, my regular life separate from what I'm doing musically. And on top of that, I'm kind of just trying to see where it goes, with the brand. I want it to be a thing where when people see the mask or they see something like that, they know it's me. They can put the two together, you know what I'm saying, and know that that's what they vibing with.
You already know who it is. I love it. So we're sticking with the no. Sorry, y'all. I
For now anyway.
for now. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let's have a vote. And with that being said, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and tune out. Go ahead and go catch up. Catch us next season. But right now we'll focus on episode 2. And then next what? 3. We're out.